Hi, I'm Jesse, and this is our Musical Instruments series. Today, let's take a look at a stringed instrument, but not a guitar, something you might not have seen before. Take a look at this instrument. Have you seen it before? How do you think you play this instrument? And what do you think it sounds like? Well, the first thing you might notice are the strings. This is definitely a string instrument, but maybe not one you've seen before. So let's start by looking at some more common string instruments, such as this guitar. Yeah, this is an acoustic guitar. There are 6 strings wound tightly from the body all the way up to the top of the neck. Yeah, this is the neck of the guitar, and along the neck are these spaces called frets. And the frets are important because that's where the guitar player presses down to alter the pitch. Here's how. If I press a fret way up here and play a string, this much of the string rings out. We're only playing a little portion of the string. It's a higher pitch than if I would press a fret way down here. Now all of this string is ringing out, so it's a lower pitch. So a guitar player plucks or strums on the guitar while pressing down on the frets along the neck to change the pitch of each string. Here's another type of guitar. I happen to have it right over here. This is a bass guitar. It's electric, unlike the acoustic, so this one needs to plug in. And like many bass guitars, it has 4 strings. But it really works in a similar way to the guitar. You would press down on the frets along the neck to change the pitch of the notes as you play. The biggest difference with a bass guitar is that it's a lower pitch. The strings are thicker, and that makes a lower pitch sound. Let's look at some other common string instruments, like the violin. You play it with a bow. How about, how did a piano get in here? Well, would you believe that a piano is a string instrument? Yeah, inside the piano there are strings, and when the piano player presses on the piano keys, the strings are hit, and that's what makes the sound. Now, let's get back to our instrument in question. Do you want to know what this is called? It's a dulcimer. Yeah, this is a dulcimer, and it's a folk instrument made of wood, commonly heard in bluegrass music or Celtic music. It first appeared in the early 1800s in the Appalachian Mountains. Yeah, that's a mountain range on the eastern side of North America. Now, some dulcimers are hammered dulcimers, and these sit flat and the player strikes the strings with little hammers. However, this is not a hammered dulcimer, this is a fretted dulcimer. Remember the frets on the guitar? Well, there's frets here on the dulcimer, and we press down the frets to change the pitch. Listen. There's a lower pitch. If we bring our finger up, we can hear a higher pitch because a smaller section of the string is ringing out. That's the dulcimer. And now, I hope you know a little bit more about this unique string instrument.